you Tampa-loving retard!
Neighborhood of Minneapolis. Do you feel more comfortable living under American law, or do you feel more comfortable living under Sharia law?
Sharia law.
I'm a Muslim. I prefer Sharia law. Sharia law, yes.
You prefer Sharia law over American law?
Of course, yeah. Of course, yeah.
And do you find most of your friends feel the same way?
Yeah, of course. If you're Muslim, yeah.
He can make his daughter marry somebody.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can. He has the authority, you know?
The authority to that.
Yeah, to do that, yeah.
So here, how young do you think it's okay?
Yeah, 15.
Is it right to kill somebody who insults Muhammad?
Yeah, because she is just, she had the religion, I understand. But she shouldn't pick up the prophet, you know?
Do you understand why people would want to attack her?
Yeah.
If you had a choice, would you rather live here or would you rather live in the Muslim country?
I'd rather live in a Muslim country with my people.
Would you prefer to live in America or prefer to live in Somalia?
For me, I think it's Somalia.
I would rather live in Somali.
I'm not Americanized. I just speak fluent, and I'm, you know what I mean? I'm articulate, and I can articulate what I'm trying to say, you know what I mean? That's about it. But other than that, I mean, as far as my culture and my preferences and everything, it's still Somali, you know what I mean?
Even though here you have all the freedom and stuff like that?
And even though I have all the freedom,
I think life might be better in Somalia than here.
because now you have the freedom of it, of practicing your religion,
right,
while working and doing your other things.
Hold on one second. We about to get to the bottom of this, ladies and gentlemen. This don't make no sense whatsoever. Welcome to the Dark Waters channel, where we explore mysteries, figure out the truth, dive into politics, and anything else you want to know about. That's what we doing over here, baby. Let's go. The religion of peace strikes again, ladies and gentlemen. The religion of peace strikes again. Another Muslim terror attack. 10 dead at the individual rams car into French Christmas market. Ladies and gentlemen, you should have your head on a swivel if you're out for Christmas this time. I've been saying it over and over and over again, that this nation is allowed in a group of people who hate you if you're a Christian. And quite frankly, they hate Americans, because there's no way of knowing that every last person in the Christmas market was a Christian. Could have been somebody who was an atheist. Could have been somebody who was a Hindu who went to go visit somebody that was their family. It was like, hey, come to the Christmas market with me. They just know that they wanted to inflict and cause pain is what they knew. It's what they do. Oh, my goodness. And it's inevitable that this behavior will come to America. No doubt about the fact that this behavior is coming to America, like Eddie Murphy. What was Eddie Murphy from? Zamunda? Wasn't it Zamunda? Yeah. It's coming to America when you have all these Zamundians coming in here. And ladies and gentlemen, if we just keeping it real, if we're just keeping it 100% real, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say, like Tina Marie, I'm out on a limb. I'm giving in to you again. Baby, I'm out on a limb. I'm giving in to you again. I'm out on a limb, and I'm going to say this, that Donald J. Trump pushing him out on a limb so these people to act a fool. Because you see, America, quite frankly, we don't have no survival instinct. Well, there are certain people in America that have a survival instinct. There's other people in America who lost the survival instinct. So guess what needs to happen? Things need to go boom in order for people to wake up. Because think about it. Well, why would you be so boisterous against the Muslims, the Somalian Muslims, unless you wanted to get a reaction out of them? And you know, when you get reactions out of one Muslim group, you get a reaction out of all Muslim groups. You see, I said it, I'll say it again. There has to be some type of explosion here. Now, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see some 9/11 style event happen. I really don't. I prefer if Cash Patel, Pam Bond to do their damn job. Ty Blanche stop being a little trick and do what they're supposed to do. But if they won't do it, then it leaves no choice for there to be something go boom to where everybody can hold them accountable and run these people out of here. So as we count down to the giant kaboom that is somewhere in the future, hopefully it won't be Christmas Eve, but it would make sense it was around the Christmas time there would be some kind of kaboom in America. As we count down towards the incoming kaboom, I just want you to be aware of it and the reason why. And more so when you have entitled Muslims inside of your nation who are thieves, and then there are people who support their theft, and the governor says, we're going to investigate the theft, but, you know, we've done this, and we're a generous people. You know, something going to go kaboom. Something going to go kaboom.
This video from a Somali immigrant. He's telling us what's what.
iyo meel kasta wax soo galayeen baa loogu daata dhalinyarada loo yaqaan meega ee loo soo gaabiyay Make America Great Again ee Tim Trump ahaa ay kala bahdile dagaalku ha socdo saas ha lagu wado Minnesota anaga iska leh Mareykan anaga iska leh.
Well, there you have it. They've taken Minnesota, and they're going to take out the rest of America too. And you have got to admire the confidence, right? That is a lot of bravado, especially when you consider that none of that confidence or bravado helped them to take Somalia. And just a quick tip here, sport: if you don't have what it takes to take out a couple of strung-out warlords, you do not want to dabble with rural America, because we got a lot of country boys and veterans that, quite frankly, they've been itching to get back into it.
I like that guy. I don't know who that guy is, but I like him. I like how he said it. But even he doesn't realize, ladies and gentlemen, that them people don't care. Because it's their religion. They don't care. And I'm going to go even further and say, they here, but it ain't their fault they here. It's Joe Biden's fault that they here. And if we want to put an end to this, Joe Biden need to go to prison. Everybody in his damn administration need to go to prison so we could be spiritually in the right. They all need to be arrested, did it. Now, I don't know what's taking so damn long. I kind of get what's taking a long time. You know what? I take that back. I do know what's taking so long. Yeah, I know what's taking so long. But the point I'm making is they still need to be arrested. They got to go because the Somalians are proud. The boisterous. We're going to steal. We're going to destroy. We're going to steal. We're going to kill. We're going to destroy. We're going to steal. We're going to kill. We're going to destroy. We are Satan's children. We are the children of the water kingdom. We climb out of the water into the land of Somalia. And this is where we rule. And if you come through our seas, we will pirate you to death. We are thieves. We steal, we kill, we rape, we destroy. Well, James, you can't say all Somalians are that way. No, not all people are the same way. But I can tell you what, not every, but a majority are. Yeah. The majority are. America gonna have to wake up because here comes the kaboom. Here comes the boom. Here comes the boom. Here comes the boom. Boom, boom. And I'll tell you this as a person who prays intercessory prayers pretty much faithfully, daily. There came a time period where in prayer, Lord, don't let them do this. Don't let them blow it up. Don't let them do this. Don't let them blow it up. It was around the time period where we had that snowstorm around the inauguration, and earlier this year it was a snowstorm. It was in January, maybe February. I don't know. But there was a snowstorm. And we was praying against the storm. Like trying to get the storm to go, and the storm wouldn't go, which was completely confusing to us. Now, I don't know if you really pray when nature doesn't respond, creation doesn't respond to your prayers, you get confused. But I'm sitting there saying, why the storm not going? Other storms do what they're supposed to do. Why this one not doing what it's supposed to do? I probably just told on myself as it pertains to some of the higher level covenant witches, like why we sent the storm and the storm got turned around and we don't understand what's going on. But the snowstorm wouldn't turn. And I was like, this is crazy. So, Lord, why the snowstorm not turning? What's going on? Turned out there was a whole bunch of people with truck bombs trying to move truck bombs around, and that storm was holding it back. And then when you went and looked into the news, because these things, I'm not telling you stuff just because you're like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. When I went and looked into the news, there was bomb found here in the midst of a snowstorm, bomb found here after a snowstorm. And I was like, okay. And then I came to realize that wasn't the time for them to have their season of death and destruction in America. It wasn't the time. It don't mean that they not going to have it. It just means that wasn't the time. So all I'm trying to tell you is keep your head on a swivel, homie. Because these people are playing for blood, man. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep your damn head on a swivel, man.